Lions, and behind her is another junior guard, another high-volume scoring guard. It's going to be Adriana Gullett, That's going to be 15 and a half a game. Both of them, dynamic duo, almost you would say, in the backcourt. For them, the focus is on them. Can they score on, I'm looking down at the court, and it looks like the Lady Lions are going to have this advantage in size at the guard position with Caitlin Hennessy, Tori Brooks, Samantha Russell, and also off the bench, Autumn Davis and Nevaeh Majors have been terrorizing opposing guards all year for this Lady Lions squad. So this is going to be a good one, kind of a battle of strategy, a battle of team style. On one end, you've got some high-scoring, high-volume shooting guards, and on the end, you've got some really good team defense brought by the Lady Lions. And speaking of the Lady Lions, let's take a quick look at them. They are 6-1, just behind Milligan and Reinhardt. Their only loss this season is to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt is receiving votes, at least as far as the conference goes. So, for me, it's can the Lady Lions' best players step up tonight? I look at Samantha Russell, Tori Brooks, Caitlin Hennessy, not just on the offensive end, as we've already spoke. The defensive end is going to be vitally important to their success tonight. And we know these ladies can shoot it, so with Montreat having a little lower percentage and being a volume shooting team and kind of outplaying teams that way, can the Lady Lions be more efficient and lock down on the defensive end? I think that's what it comes down to here tonight, folks. And with all that being said, we will be right back. The pregame show is over. Feel free, grab yourself a snack, drink, and lock in. I'll be with you for the next 4 hours for this game and the men's game at the conclusion of this one. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Lions Radio Network. Welcome back in, folks. We are just about ready for the tip-off. The lineup on the floor for the Lady Lions, as always, Brooks, Hennessy, Mulaski, Farrell, and Russell. For Montreat, Edmondson, Graham, Sanders, Lockhart, and Petty going to be the starting lineup for the Cavaliers. And we are just about ready to get underway with the tip. Thanks for joining us, folks. I could not be more excited. I, as always, am your voice of the Lions, Drew Rogers, and we've got a good one here, and it looks like the referee is just about ready to throw that ball up. And the tip goes the way of the Lady Lions. Hennessy will bring it up the floor for the first possession. Hennessy going to look to start early with the pass. Mulaski has a little trouble handling it. Brooks over to the wing for Hennessy. Hennessy behind the back move, looking for Russell. Russell, early three. It's good. Samantha Russell. First possession, first points for the Lady Lions, and that's kind of what you get here in Summers. They are a high-powered offense, and we'll see if they continue that defense that we've talked so much about on this broadcast. And right there you see it, Caitlin Hennessy already getting her hands on the ball to start. It'll be number 14, Trinity Lockhart with the ball. Going to look to work on Brooks. Can't find any space. Edmondson swings it back over to Sanders. Edmondson from deep. That one is off. Russell on the rebound. They'll look to push it early. And looking down on the court now, folks, it's going to be very difficult for this Montreat College team to match up with Bryan from a physical last point. Montreat looks absolutely outgunned at every position. You see Russell there on the baseline jumper, the assist from Brooks. But it's going to be difficult for this Montreat College team. I don't know if they've seen a team like Bryan as of yet that has the physical presence on both ends as they do. And right there, number 40, Benaya Petty over the defense of Katie Farrell. And Hennessy will sling it long. That'll be over the head of Brooks. Montreat getting into a full court press here early on versus the Lady Lions. Causes its first turnover right there. And we have a substitution. I'm sorry, I missed who it was. I believe it was number 14, Trinity Lockhart, got subbed out for number 13, Adriana Gullett. So a quick substitution here in the first quarter for Montreat's head coach. And Edmondson will look to pull immediately. That one's just short. She's a 20-point-a-game player in the AAC so far this year. Russell on the rebound after the miss from Petty. Russell looking to push it as they often do. Brooks on the baseline drive, gets the bump and in. Tori Brooks on the baseline drive, created the contact with her body and then straight into the shot. Produces well. Edmondson swings it over to Graham now. Edmondson still looking for her first points in this one. As we said, she's a high-volume shooting guard. She really looks to get her shots up. And the referee whistles that Montreat ball. But as I was saying, she looks to get her shots up. She's already taken 2 in this game. Haven't found their marks, but they both look good. You got to think that those are going to start falling for her as she gets more comfortable throughout this game. Adriana Gullett looking for some space. Can't find it. Shot clock winding down. Gullett for 3. That's good. Adriana Gullett. Montreat back into this full court press, and it seems to be kind of an instant thing. As soon as they make a bucket, these girls are coached well and get directly into the full court press. Over to Hennessy on the wing. You bet. Caitlin Hennessy from deep. Hennessy struggled a little bit in recent games with that 3 ball. Good to see her first one going in there. We'll see Sanders in the lane. Met a wall of Hennessy and Mulaski. Lady Lions looking to push it as always. Farrell in the paint. Can't find anybody. Hennessy will try her luck again. That one just rims out. Fight for the ball. It'll go the way of Montreat College. Sanders pushing the ball, trying to get it. Looks like it was blocked by Hennessy. That's going to be a foul on Sanders. Her first, team first, and for that matter, first of the ball game. Lady Lions looking to break this full court press, and it looks like more of just kind of a slow them down thing than it is a full-fledged trapping full court press. We see Mulaski for three. That one rolls in, and Bryan College is off to a very hot start from deep. 3 of 4 now have gone down in this first quarter. Edmondson on the wing, going to work on Hennessy. It's a good matchup to watch here today, folks. Edmondson versus a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. That is number 5, Avery Graham, and she'll put one down. So Montreat College not going away by any means. Brooks will look to bring it up the side, gets it to Russell, top of the key, swings at Hennessy. Hennessy looking to drive, work on Edmondson. Edmondson doing a good job of walling up. Hennessy on the step through. And we'll see a foul. Sorry, I believe the foul was on number 12, and some extracurricular there from Hennessy and Sanders after the play. Hennessy pointing at the scoreboard, reminding her what the score is. And that'll be our first time out of the ball game, folks, and we'll take our first as well. We'll be right back here on the Lions Radio Network. Welcome back in, folks. We've got Caitlin Hennessy at the line. She'll miss the front end, and that foul was against number 40, Vanaya Petty, so that'll be her first, team's second. That foul was committed right before the break. Hennessy's second is good. And there's Adriana Gullett bringing the ball up the court against the ever-feisty Autumn Davis. Edmondson on the wing. Hennessy seems to be forcing her left. Maybe something they've seen in the film that tells them that she likes to go right. Hennessy reaches for it, can't find it. Edmondson just to the left, rebounded by Mulaski. Majors on the fast break. Maya Majors can't find anybody. Finds Davis, top of the key. That's good. Autumn Davis, once again, a 3-point bucket for the Lady Lions. And they are pouring it on here with 17 halfway through the first quarter. Adriana Gullett in the paint, tries to get it over Jaden Lee and can't. Majors looking to push once again. Majors spins away from Sanders, over her, can't get it to go. Rebound Lee, kicks it out to Hennessy. Hennessy for three. That one's off to the left, into the paint. Jaden Lee, that's good. Assist from Davis, the second effort. Works to get the Lady Lions 2 points. Gullett trying to get around Davis, swings it to the wing. Edmondson now on the wing, hasn't found any success, and once again, Caitlin Hennessy all over on the perimeter, and that'll be Montreat College ball. Checking back into the game for Montreat is going to be number 14, Trinity Lockhart. And number 20, and for the first time, number 20, Sierra Lale. Montreat gets it in bounds. That's to Lockhart. She'll come off the screen from Lale. Number 5, Avery Graham. That one is short. Rebound Lee. Majors finds Davis looking in the paint. swings it one more to Hennessy. Hennessy on the drive. She'll go into the contact and get the bucket. Caitlin Hennessy. That's 6 first quarter points for Hennessy so far. Ramaya Sanders crosses over. Good move. Caitlin Hennessy there on the help. Good move on Majors. Caitlin Hennessy kind of bailed out her teammates there coming over for the weak side steal. Hennessy looking to find Molaski. Good defense there from Montreat. Ball's tipped, finds Molaski on the backside, and it's in. Didn't find her on the cut initially. Molaski kept moving, drifted all the way to the far side corner, and was there for the wide open three-pointer. Into the paint. Edmondson rejected by Hennessy. And so far, the 20-point-a-game score has been held to 0 here in the early goings-on of this first quarter. Checking back into the game for the Lions, Tori Brooks, Katie Farrell, and Samantha Russell. And they find Sanders in the paint. And Majors is going to be called for the reach. Kind of a ticky-tack foul, if you ask me, but that'll be her first, team first. Montreat needs to get the ball in bounds. They do to Lockhart on the far side corner. Into the paint versus Lael. Katie Farrell, good defense there to force the miss versus Lael. Russell looking to push. Samantha Russell right by her into the paint. That one's no good. Farrell up on the second effort, can't find it. Ball bobbled around, goes into the possession of Montreat. In the paint, Edmondson. Ball is tipped on the floor. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball. That's going to go possession of Montreat College. Ball inbounded to Graham. They seem to be kind of trying to set up a backside post play maybe. Yeah, it's a screen on the baseline. There's Graham. Montreat trying to move the ball around, find some success. Caitlin Hennessy is off the floor for the Lady Lions. Now might be the time to act. As the shot clock's winding down, Edmondson is no good. Majors trying to find somebody. Finds Brooks. Tori Brooks for three. That one's short. Bryan College leading this one 24-8 here as the first quarter rounds down. 1:34 to go as we speak. That one is picked. Autumn Davis picked her pocket and puts the pocket check. Oh, wow. Excuse me. I had a good pun. I had a good pun ready for that one, but it didn't work out. Yeah. I feel like you take three more than two there. Probably want your wide open fast break layups to go in, but Russell downs the three, her second of the game. Trinity Lockhart looking for somebody, can't find anybody. Graham on the handoff. It's going to be tipped by Russell. Montreat really looking for answers on the offensive side. Gets it to Lael. That one rims out. Farrell finds Majors. Lady Lions look to push, as they always do. This is a high-tempo offense. A lot of threes, a lot of fast breaks. Tori Brooks will look to get in the paint. Goes into the paint versus Lael. Knocked to the floor, no whistle. Katie Farrell up and in. Good move by Farrell there. Used the drop step and got her with the up and under. Created the space in for the layup. Bryan College leading 29-8. Maybe the last shot of the first quarter. Lockhart having all sorts of problems with Autumn Davis. Finds Sanders in the paint, gets it up, can't find it. Strong rebound by Nevaeh Majors. Bryan College has one more opportunity at the bucket. Brooks going to get into the paint. Good wall up there by Edmondson. Majors right by her to Tori Brooks. 4-3. That's good. Bryan College ends the first quarter on a high note as they lead 32-8. And with that, we're going to take our second break. We'll be right back here, folks, on the Lions Radio Network. And welcome back in, folks, here on site in Summers Gymnasium for the AAC conference action between your Bryan College Lady Lions and the visiting Montreat College. Bryan, dominant first quarter, man, 32-8 in the first quarter. They look to add here. I'm not sure what the scoring record is here, but you've got to think. And we'll get a travel right there called on Hennessy. Everybody kind of looking around. I kind of agree with that, but we'll keep it moving. But I'm not sure what the scoring record is here, but if there is one, 32 points in the first quarter is a good start. Lockhart working on Moody. And Moody's been good in spots off the bench for this Lady Lions team, but she's got to be more consistent on the defensive end. She's a knockdown shooter, had 11 points at home versus Truett McConnell, but she's got to get better on the defensive end and, you know, make it, something else I've noticed is maybe making the bunnies. She does those things. You know, you need a deep bench when it comes conference tournament time, and they can't. This Lady Lions team, one would think, can't play 7 deep forever. I mean, tournament time, you play 3 games back to back in 3 straight days. So they're going to need somebody off the bench. They're going to need somebody to play spot minutes, you know, maybe about 4 to 7, just to. And we'll see the foul on Sanders there. That's going to be her second, team first, but they're going to need somebody to play 5 to 7 minutes, give those starters a break. We'll see a timeout here from Coach Gabe Johnson. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here so I can finally finish my thought. But they're going to need somebody. They're going to need somebody to come in, hit open threes, play great defense, give the starters a break, and that's it. They don't need to, it doesn't need to be anything spectacular, but just an 8th person off the bench. Oh, excuse me. That would be a 9th person. Lee would be the 8th. Just a 9th person off the bench, especially at that wing spot that they can trust, especially with Hennessy, Russell, Molaski, and Brooks all playing there. They're going to need somebody off the bench they can trust. I know I've said that a lot, but, I mean, it rings true. They're going to need it. And we've seen when conference tournament time comes around, it's hard to play 7, 8 players, big minutes. And that's really something to watch as this year progresses for the Lady Lions for me. Hennessy will inbound to Russell. Russell on the drive all the way in. Strong move by Samantha Russell right over. Pretty solid defense there from Lael. Bryan College will extend its lead 36-8. We'll see Sanders in the slot. She'll swing it to Graham. Graham going to try to get something going for her team. She's been one of the only ones to score, and right there, Gullett drops Moody and gets the bucket. And that right there is kind of what I'm talking about. It's just a little bit more consistency on the defensive end. She does some good things, but she's just a freshman. She's got some learning to do. And now we'll see her take a 3. That one rims out. Good-looking shot. Sanders going to push the ball for Montreat College. Gullett will swing it to the wing for Graham. Graham gets downhill into the paint. That one's blocked by Russell. It has been a block party, and everyone's invited here in this first half. Hennessy in the lane. That one looks to have been tipped by Lael and will go the other way. And now that one's going to be stolen by Hennessy, so both teams trading turnovers and defensive stats alike back and forth. Hennessy will find Russell. Russell, quick shot. That one's long. Brooks going to get the offensive rebound, stay in bounds. And I believe that's going to be some shot clock confusion. Almost 3 players check into the game for Montreat. Lockhart returns. Number 24, number 24, Katie Alexander, her first time, and Benaya Petty returns for the Lady Lions. It's going to be Katie Farrell back into the game. But we've seen that a few times this year. The shot clock is often a student volunteer, so they don't have the most experience here at Bryan College. And the referees are trying to clear up the confusion. Moody will check out and check back in for Brooks. And I think we're about ready to get back underway here. There's quite a lot of confusion. It should be a simple shot clock reset. The Lady Lions look to inbound. Hennessy finds Mulaski, and like clockwork, they take advantage of kind of the lull in the game, and it's going to be 38-10 here, second quarter, 6:54 remaining. They get it, good play, get it in the post versus Petty. Good defense there by Farrell, though. Bryan College on the push. Hennessy will look to get downhill. Good D by Katie Alexander, swarming Hennessy's dominant hand. Moody wide open. Paige Moody, that's good. And it has been an offensive and defensive clinic here for the Lady Lions in the first half. The record suggested this one might be close, but not so far, as we see another turnover by Montreat. Montreat just not executing in any facet of the game, and maybe just a little bit outclassed here tonight. Mulaski drives into the paint. Good D there from Lockhart. And Nevaeh Majors will check back into the game for Hennessy. Adriana Gullett brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. I mean, if you're Montreat right now, you're really just looking to get back some pride. I mean, you're down 31 here, about halfway through the second quarter, and Gullett has gone to work on Moody. And it'll be Moody's first, team first. We haven't seen a lot of fouls here in this game, but Montreat, you're just looking to take something into halftime. Maybe you make a run. Maybe you get it down to 20 here, first half. You make a run. Work on it in the second half. Gullett's first is good. Gullett's second free throw is off. Katie Farrell on the rebound. And it just seems to me like every single time they get a chance, the Lady Lions are pushing the ball in transition. Russell into the paint. I think I heard the smack from up here, but it doesn't matter. She'll get it back and get the bucket plus the foul. I believe that'll be on number 40, Vanaya Petty. I think that's going to be her second. That'll go against Petty, her second, team second. And Samantha Russell knocks down her first and only free throw. Lady Lions extend the lead 44-11 here in the second quarter. And they picked up right where they left off in the first. No taking their foot off the gas pedal whatsoever. We'll see Petty to the wing for Graham. Graham trying to get open versus Russell. Can't find much success. Shot clock winding down. Petty into the lane. Can't find it. Russell on the rebound. Russell at the top of the key, looks to continue to work on the offensive end. Mulaski into the paint. Paige Moody, she'll take, she'll make. Paige Moody, her second three of the ball game. 6 points on the day. Seems like every time there's a lull in the offense, Bryan College finds the open man left by Montreat. And it's just, after that, they are hitting at a ridiculous clip. And we'll see the foul on number 25, Alyssa Mulaski. That'll be her first, team third. But Bryan College is shooting a ridiculous 75% from three on 12 attempts. Back into the ball game for the Lady Lions is going to be number 10, Brooks, and number 45, Jaden Lee. This is something we haven't seen a lot. Coach Johnson maybe testing something out as Farrell and Lee into the game at the same time. They normally sub in and out for each other. The two big lineup because Montreat has got some size on the floor with Katie Alexander and Vinaya Petty. Petty into the paint. Bryan College swarming defense, but they leave Alexander, and she'll knock it down. Good-looking shot there from the top of the key. And it feels like those are the first points for Montreat that have not been from Adriana Gullett in a while. Farrell looked to drive in the paint. Ball's stripped. There's a fight for it on the floor. Alexander all alone, nobody even near her, and she'll put it up and in just like you're supposed to. We'll see Majors bring it up the court. Gets it to Brooks on the handoff. Moody into Lee. Oh, Moody was open there in the paint. Lee can't find her. Majors looking for some space. Finds it. Pull-up jumper, middle of the lane. It's good. Nevaeh Majors. That's kind of been her trademark this year. It's kind of a one-dribble into the paint pull-up jumper. Doesn't matter if there's anyone in front of her or not. She knocks it down more times than not. Lockhart, and I believe we're going to get a traveling violation on Lockhart. Back in the game is going to be Autumn Davis for Bryan College. Viewers, if you like what you're seeing here, then feel free to check out BryanLions.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything Bryan College. We've got scores, schedules, rosters, and so much more over there. Check it out. I use it all the time, not only before the game but during the game. Just anything you can think of, they've got it over there. Really well done. Once again, that's BryanLions.com. Check it out today. Farrell into the paint, swings it to a wide-open Davis. Davis, that one's going to be just right. Montreat looking to push. Nobody picked up Gullett. Thought she had the lane. Alexander for three. That one is short. Brooks on the rebound. Bryan College relentlessly pushing the fast break. Brooks looking for anybody. Looks like she had a few people. Bryan College will reset. Farrell into the paint. Good pass from Lee. Farrell can't handle it. She's slow to get up. Looks like she's okay. Gullett finds Alexander on the wing. Alexander looking for the pull-up. No space. Brooks, tough defense on number 5, Avery Graham. Avery Graham! My goodness. Stepped back in the face of Brooks. Knocked down the three. And her and Adriana Gullett have been kind of a lone bright spot for Montreat here tonight. Brooks looking for somebody in the paint. Can't find her. Nevaeh Majors all the way in. That one rims out. Lee on the second effort. She can't get the foul. Montreat looks to push the ball the other way. Finds Gullett in the corner. Adriana Gullett. That's good. Adriana Gullett has to be the leading scorer for Montreat, and she is. She's got 9 of their 22 here. Tori Brooks on the perimeter. Majors now. And Majors gives it a crossover. Finds Farrell on the wing. Tori Brooks looking to get around Gullett, using her body, but Gullett strips her. Pump fake. Tori Brooks up and in. And a battle of wills there on the wing as Tori Brooks held the size advantage, and she has done a really good job of adding that to her arsenal this year, as she just uses her body extremely well and gets into the paint. And we've seen it more times than not. She's able to convert. And a foul is going to be called on number 45, Jaden Lee. And I don't love to get technical, but we're getting really ticky-tacky down here on this far end. Several hand checks called. That'll be her first, team first. Montreat inbounds the ball to Alexander, now on the wing for Lockhart. That ball is going to be tipped. Benaya Petty trying to save it and can't. Throws a souvenir to the crowd. Majors into the paint all the way, rims out, second effort. She'll draw the foul from number 14, Lockhart. That's going to be her first, team third. Lady Lions lead here 51-21. 5.7 seconds left in the second quarter. Majors looking to add to it with the free throws. Majors first is no good. Their second is good. Bryan College with the lead, 52-21. Adriana Gullett from deep, can't find it, and that's how we're going to end the first half. Bryan College with the decisive 31-point lead. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. After halftime, we'll get you right into the second half here on the Lions Radio Network. And welcome back in, folks, to the AAC conference matchup between the visiting Montreat Cavaliers and your Bryan College Lady Lions. I, as always, am your voice of the Lions, Drew Rogers, and we're ready to get the second half underway as the starting lineup remains on the floor. Talking to Coach Gabe Johnson a little bit, he's relayed the message that, he knows, and that foul's going to be on Petty. That'll be her third, team first in the third, but he knows that they've blown out quite a few people, and he continues to play his starters. And it's a message about working on the team. It's not about beating the opponent. He obviously wants to win every game, but they've got to work on them. They've got to get ready for conference and the national tournament. And the way this team has played here recently, I would say that they're definitely looking at a either automatic or an automatic or as nice pass there from Hennessy. Russell cuts into the paint, but an automatic or at-large bid to the women's national tournament, and they look to continue pour it on here in the second half versus the Cavaliers. Edmondson still quiet. Ramaya Sanders, corner three. That one's short. Rebound, Tori Brooks. Brooks will push it up the floor. She'll find Hennessy on the wing. Hennessy into the paint behind the back. Looks for Molaski. Gets tipped. Brooks finds Russell on the back door. Bryan College really good at using those back doors. We'll see Farrell. She loses the ball. And Lockhart will sub out for Gullett. So a quick substitution, maybe a little bit of load management. She does have that big brace on her leg, so you might think that it is something to do with that. But Edmondson on the wing. Petty now gets it to Graham. Edmondson will come off the screen, just being hounded by Hennessy into the post versus Petty, up and under. That one is no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Hennessy looks to push, finds Brooks top of the key, as wide open as she'll ever get, and she makes Montreat pay with the three ball there. Bryan College has continued to extend its lead here in the second half, 57-21. Edmondson going right, finds Graham. Graham short, good hustle there by Russell. Caitlin Hennessy into the paint, utilizing the spin move. Keeps her balance. Russell now gets downhill. Samantha Russell all the way. And it is just a one-sided affair here for the Lady Lions, 59-21. Into the paint all the way. Edmondson up and good. And she drew the foul from Caitlin Hennessy. Hennessy looks over and says, "My bad." And that was a one-on-one matchup. First time Edmondson's got the better of Hennessy tonight. That'll be her first, team first. Edmondson knocks down the free throw. So can she get going here? Maybe make it a little interesting. Still 17 minutes of good basketball left in this contest, and they would need almost a miracle here, but anything is possible. Farrell all the way into the lane, up and good, utilizing the left hand. Went straight at number 20, Sierra Lale, and she struggled a little bit today holding on to the ball, and that's a good sign for her and for Coach Gabe Johnson. Edmondson had her pocket picked. Hennessy, and Edmondson picks it right back, crosses over Hennessy at midcourt, looking to get into the paint all the way and in. Virginia Edmondson coming alive here in this third quarter. She's got 5 quick points. And Hennessy a little loose with the handle. Edmondson giving chase. She'll find Russell. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Tori Brooks on the wing now. Looks to get into the paint. Splits the D. Tori Brooks off the rim. Farrell can't handle it, and Edmondson all alone on the fast break. Puts it up and in. Montreat College finding a little something here after that initial third quarter run from the Lady Lions. Virginia Edmondson adds to her total with 7 points, so she was completely a non-factor in the first half, and she's come alive here. Farrell for 2. That is short. Mulaski finds it now. Gets it to Hennessy. Farrell has the mismatch. Mulaski looking to find her using the spin move. Finds Hennessy. Hennessy from the wing. That one is short. Gives chase. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Caitlin Hennessy. That'll be her second, team second. And the Lions will do their 3-player substitution as usual. Lee Davis and Majors into the game. Exiting is going to be Farrell, Hennessy, and Mulaski. And Samantha Russell gets her hands on the ball. Virginia Edmondson, that one is good. Virginia Edmondson, 9 points here alone in this third quarter. And it may not be enough by the time that this contest ends, but it's going to be enough to keep her scoring average up on the stat sheet. And a traveling violation called on number 34, Samantha Russell. And we've seen a few of those from both sides, and neither coach has been particularly happy with them. I'm not sure if it's something they're seeing in the changing of the pivot foot or if they're going early without dribbling the ball. But whatever it is, I don't think anybody is particularly happy with it here in Summers. Tori Brooks looks to get her hands on the ball, can't find it. Edmondson thought about it for a second, gets it back. Edmondson drives in, working on Brooks, and surely that's a travel, but I think the Lions will take a fast break. Russell into the paint all the way, and no whistle called here. Lee all the way, and a whistle that time. That'll be on number 20, Sierra Lale. That's going to be her first, team second here in the third quarter. Lee at the line shooting 2. Lee's first one is just short, rolls off the right side of the rim. She'll look to make the second. The Lady Lions normally a really good, really adept free throw shooting team. They've already missed 3 here today, and Lee doesn't make it 4. She knocks down the second free throw. Edmondson on the wing, doesn't have Hennessy dogging her anymore. Let's see if she can go at Brooks. They're looking to set up a play. They like to get her open on this corner screen pass. Ramaya Sanders with it. Virginia Edmondson takes the quick pull. That one is short. Maybe just a just because I can shot. And now you kind of see where that percentage is, why it is. Tori Brooks in rhythm 3. That's not a just because I can shot. That's a good shot. And Tori Brooks knocks it down. Good transition. Turns into the wide open 3. The defense had to react. Lady Lions up 60, and we'll get a foul on Autumn Davis. Moody subs into the game for Brooks. So lineup on the floor for the Lady Lions is going to be Davis, Majors, Moody, Lee, and Russell. Only one starter out there for them. That's something we've seen a lot this year, is they don't have to leave their starters out there for long if they don't want to. And we'll get a foul now on number 35, Nevaeh Majors. And these refs are really tightening up on these hand checks. That'll be her second, team 4th. Montreat College sitting just one foul away from the bonus, and a shove. Not sure how that one's not called, but we'll move on from that. Edmondson on the wing. Edmondson all the way in. Draws the contact, can't get a whistle. Edmondson back up and in over Russell. Russell in the paint, posting up. Edmondson wisely kicks it out, finds the open Davis. That one's going to be long. Sierra Lell on the board. Davis, good defense there. Gullett can't find anybody. Davis stays with her even after she doesn't have the ball. Edmondson all the way in the paint, and another hand check is called against Bryan College. And these are, folks, these are getting, I'm not a full-time referee, but these are getting really soft. Montreat College should be in the bonus. That's 5 team fouls. Maybe the scoreboard is wrong, and yeah, now we'll see it. It'll be, yeah, that'll be bonus up here. I'm not sure that Montreat earned the right to shoot bonus free throws. The referee called stoppage, but nevertheless, they'll get it. And it'll be number 4, Virginia Edmondson at the line for the Cavaliers, shooting 2. Of course, 1-1 gone from college women's basketball. A big change. Gone from high school basketball as well here in Tennessee and in the NAIA. It's a big change. Not sure how it will affect games. We haven't seen a whole lot of close ones just yet here in the Summers, and we'll get a timeout from Coach Gabe Johnson. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And with that, I'll encourage you folks to go get a snack, go get a drink. I'm going to go get a drink. Encourage you to do the same. I'll be right back here on the Lions Radio Network. Welcome back in. Sorry, folks, for the delay in getting back and broadcasting. Sometimes the old throat needs some water. Got to take care of what I've got to take care of. I hope you'll forgive me. Bryan College leading here, 65-34 in the third quarter. 1:41 to go on the score, and Nevaeh Majors just ran past everybody on Montreat quickly up the floor. And there was nobody that could match her speed, and she gets the layup. Edmondson for 3. That's good. Virginia Edmondson quickly, and I believe that's going to be 14. That's going to be 16 total points for her here in this third quarter. So a virtual no-show in the first half shows up here in the second, and has really kind of kept this game within 30. Caitlin Hennessy gets double-teamed, finds Majors. Majors thought about it for a second, into the lane, finds Farrell. Farrell all the way with the drop step, just short. Virginia Edmondson looking to push it up the floor, going at Hennessy. That one's rejected. Edmondson kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders finds Gullett. Good use of the pump fake there by Gullett. That's going to be a foul on Farrell. And that'll be Farrell's first, team 6th here. Goal at the line, shooting 2. First one is up and good. This is the first time Montreat College has been inside 30 points of Bryan here in a while, probably since mid-second quarter, I'd say, in this game. Something like 49-8, or I believe it was something like 44-15, something like that. We'll see Farrell on the wing. She'll take the two-point jumper just out. Hennessy, strong rebound in the paint. Can't get that one to go. Hennessy in the paint will get the foul from Edmondson. And good hustle and good effort there on the second chance. Gets her the free throw. She'll shoot 2. Hennessy's first one is up and good. Hennessy's second is good, adds to her total. I believe that's going to be 13 on the day. That'll be 10 on the day, excuse me. That's Tori Brooks that has 13. And speaking of that, why don't we read out some stats as the third quarter winds down. Edmondson, middle of the paint, good step back. That one's going to be just long. Bryan College, 2 people fight for it, and they kind of ran into one another. Into the paint, Gullett kicks it out to Sanders. Clock winding down. That one's long as well. And that's how the third quarter will end. Bryan College on top, 69-39 as we go into the fourth. Some quick statistics for you. Samantha Russell's got 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Tori Brooks, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Caitlin Hennessy, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. A handful of steals and blocks for hers as well. Alyssa Molaski, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Nevaeh Majors off the bench, 5 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Paige Moody, 2 threes, 6 points, and Katie Farrell with 4 points and 4 rebounds. And what could be our final break as we're quickly winding down. We'll take it, and we'll be right back here on the Lions Radio Network. Welcome back to Bryan College here for the AAC matchup of Montreat College versus your Bryan College Lady Lions. I, as always, am your voice of the Lions, Drew Rogers, and thanks so much for watching, everybody. I put a lot of time into this, a lot of effort. It means a lot for everybody that tunes in, and you know, I know these players appreciate it, and it makes it worth it putting up the live stream every week to see the comments. And once again, thank you guys for listening. We'll get you back into the action here now. Enough of the sappy stuff. And Caitlin Hennessy is going to drive baseline. That's going to be kicked out to Tori Brooks. That one is long. Molasky, good rebound. Second effort gets it to Russell. Can she knock it down? She can. Samantha Russell with the second effort from Molasky. Went into the paint. Nobody boxed her out. She took advantage, found the open man, and that's the cheapies you've got to get if you're going to be a good team here. You've got to work hard. And when the defense is out of position on the second effort, that's what it looks like. Sierra Lell, quick jump shot. That one rolls around the rim. Thought about going in for a second. It doesn't. Hennessy, quarterback-like pass to Brooks. Tori Brooks utilizes the pump fake. And I heard they're putting flag football in the Olympics. If there's a women's team, we might have a quarterback option for you. Ramaya Sanders now. That one is long. Lael's done a good job on the offensive glass. I believe she's got 2 or 3 of those now, just being in good position. Edmondson around. Lael back to Edmondson, kind of playing pinball with it. Edmondson all the way blocked by Hennessy. And every time Edmondson gets into the paint today, she's had to contend with the long arms of Caitlin Hennessy. And she's won a few of those, and Hennessy's won a few of those, but they've gone back and forth. Inbounds pass quickly to Lael. Edmondson left wide open. Hennessy went for the steal on Lael. Can't find it. 2 Lady Lions rebounders crashing into one another. Hennessy top of the key, looking to push it. Brooks now on the wing. Good pass from Hennessy. That one will be short. Ramaya Sanders looking around, trying to find somebody. All the way into the paint, Adriana Gullett, and we'll get a foul on Farrell. And into the game for Montreat College is going to be number 40, Vanaya Petty. At the line for Montreat, number 13, Adriana Gullett, shooting 2. She'll get the first, and that'll cut Bryan College's lead to just 33 here in the fourth quarter. Her second is up and good. Some more substitutions for Montreat. Number 14, Trinity Lockhart, and number 24, Katie Alexander, both check back into the game for the Cavaliers. Russell on the wing, finds Brooks. Brooks contested 3. Maybe could have got a better shot there. But Tori Brooks is an elite shooter. Russell swing it to Hennessy. Hennessy, that one's left. Molasky again on the offensive glass, draws the foul from Gullett. That's going to be Gullett's first, team first here in the fourth quarter. Back into the game for the Lady Lions are going to be Davis, Lee, Majors, and I believe that's Moody waiting for the shooter at the table. Molasky will shoot the first of her 2. Molasky's first is up and good. It's kind of one of those things as a basketball player. You know you got somebody at the table for you. You might be tempted in a blowout to miss this back end of 2 free throws, but Molasky doesn't. And she'll check out for Moody. The lineup on the floor for Bryan College: Brooks, Lee, Moody, Majors, and Davis rounded out. 6:45 left. Bryan College up 76-42 here. Alexander using the screen. That one is off. Davis looking to push it up the floor. It has been a relentless attack so far for the Lady Lions. Swings it to Brooke. The one more pass to Majors. Majors takes the rare 3 and knocks it down. Nevaeh Majors doesn't take a lot of those, and I think you can understand her hop of excitement there at the end of that play, and Gullett will drive into the paint on Davis and get the foul. But Majors has probably taken less than 5 threes all year and is able to knock down one there. And the foul will be on Davis once again. I believe that's going to be her second, team third. Second free throw for Gullett is up and good. 6:09 left in the contest. Majors finds Moody. Moody looking for somebody to pass to. She finds Davis. Davis swings it to the wing for Brooks. Brooks drives. Ill-advised cross-court pass. Gets into the shooting pocket of Moody, and Paige Moody knocks it down once again. That's going to be her third triple on the night. 9 points for her. Katie Alexander looking to get into the paint, trying to find Graham. Can't find Graham, but does find Lockhart on the wing. Lockhart, good move to cross over there. Kind of stopped her momentum. Alexander from deep. That one is way off. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks up the floor, finds Moody once again. I thought she was going to let it fly. She'll send it over to Brooks, have it a try. Excuse me. Send it over to Brooks and let her have a try is what I meant to say. And the Bryan College faithful was not happy with that call. I can see why. Into the game for the Lions is going to be number 11, Taylor Meeks. For Montreat, number 22, Chesney Freeman. Number 10, Emerson Head. I believe that's going to be all for substitutions. Katie Alexander finds Head, wraps it around the back. Good move. Goes into Lee, a no call. Lee gets back up. Lockhart looking to pull, can't find the space. Emerson Head for three. That one is off. And that's going to be good on the second effort. And Coach Gabe Johnson not satisfied until he hears the final buzzer. And why would you be? If you're a good team, you're striving for excellence, game in and game out, no matter the score, no matter the time left in the game. Lee finds Moody. Paige Moody just short. But you're striving for excellence, no matter the time, no matter the score. And I think that's what he's trying to preach to his bench right now as Alexander in the lane. Can't quite get the layup. Davis looking for somebody. Can't find anyone. Taylor Meeks finds Moody. Moody on the wing being pressured by Head. Moody uses the pivot foot. Finds Davis all the way in the lane. Autumn Davis. Good dish there from Moody. To use her pivot foot and not freak out, and that's some improvement we're seeing from her. I don't think that's a play she would have made 2 weeks ago. So that's a big sign that she's maybe going forward. We're going to see a foul on Davis. That's going to be her third. I believe that's going to be team fourth in the fourth quarter. Bryan College on top here, 84-46 with 3:30 left in the fourth quarter. Montreat to inbound. Lockhart gets it to Head. That may be Heed. I'm not too sure. I hope I'm not butchering that, but there's no way to really know. And that'll be Emerson. We'll go with Head. That's what we started with. Emerson Head. Majors now into the paint. Meeks, one more to Davis. Meeks finds Lee. Lee looks to go to work in the post. Swings it back out to Meeks. Taylor Meeks, that one is short. Paige Moody, good hustle. Gets the second chance for Bryan College, Finds Meeks on the backside. Taylor Meeks missed the first, but kept moving, kept being active, didn't get discouraged, and got the second. Good find there from Majors, good angle. It's only 2:52 left in the ball game, so we'll keep it here. We don't have any sponsors. We don't have any commercial breaks left. I believe some more Lady Lions will be checking into the game. It's going to be number 21, Megan Easterday. Number 33, oh, please forgive me. I forget this every time. Carly Gentry, yes. And number 22, Emma Conrady. We're ready to start the action back up. As I believe this is what's commonly known as garbage time. Both teams playing out the stretch, trying to get out of here without any injuries. And that pass is errant, and that's going to be head. Luckily, she doesn't hurt herself over there on the bench. But this is what's referred to as garbage time. Maybe a good time for somebody that doesn't normally play to show off what they can do. Good chance for the other team as well to see what they've got. Good chance for Bryan to see what they've got off the bench. And they're getting a lot of these opportunities this year as Petty steals the ball away. She'll go all the way and up and in. Bryan College 86-48. And if you're a bench player, you can't make stupid mistakes, and I believe that's going to be one of those right there. And you're just looking to show, like, hey, for your future consideration, get me in the game. I can be trusted, but 2:04 left. I'm going to go with Heed. I've gone back and forth. I don't know for sure, but Head sounds like a weird last name, so we'll go with Heed. Emerson Heed on the take. It's no good. Bryan College looks to push the ball off the floor. Emma Conrady being swarmed by a few Montreat defenders. Finds Taylor Meeks. Taylor Meeks for three. Taylor Meeks consistently came in the game in this, these last few minutes and been really good for them. She's knocked down her shots, and she continues to do so here. Petty finds Heed. Heed going to cross over into the paint. Oh, almost drops Ham in the paint. Vania Petty up and in. Conrady with the ball. She'll find Meeks. Meeks finds Ham underneath the goal. And we'll get a foul on number 10, Emerson Heed. That's going to be her first, team third. Folks, if you're enjoying this game, then don't go anywhere. We'll have the men's broadcast on the Bryan Athletics channel right here on YouTube.com. Check it out. It's Bryan College versus the same Montreat College, just the boys here. Bryan College looking for a win. Montreat looking to continue to keep winning. It'll be a good one. Don't go anywhere. Broadcast will be up about 15 minutes before game time, and we'll get another foul on number 24, Katie Alexander. I believe that's going to be her first. That'll be team fourth. So I think maybe that's team third. I'm not too sure. Personally, in garbage time, as a fan, I just hope we don't get to bonus free throws. I get they got to call the game, but when the game's over, it's kind of a thing you hope to wrap up nice and clean. Emerson Heed on the take. She'll get in the lane. Good D from Conrady. Got into the passing lane, caused the tip. All the way into the lane is number 22, Chesney Freeman. That's no good. Rebounded by Gentry. Gentry will look to just get it across the timeline. I don't think we'll see a shot here from Bryan College. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's done. Bryan College 89-50 over the visiting Montreat College Cavaliers. I believe your leading scorer for the game is going to be number 34, Samantha Russell. Russell with 20, Brooks with 15, Hennessy 10, Alyssa Molaski 10, Paige Moody 9, Majors 8 on the Montreat side. Edmondson with 16, Adriana Gullett with 15, Avery Graham 6, Benaiah Petty with 6, and Katie Alexander with 5. For myself, Drew Rogers, and all of us here at Bryan College, we thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the men's game, so if you want to check that out, I recommend it. Should be a little bit closer contest, but we don't complain at blowouts here in Dayton, Tennessee. Thanks for listening, folks. I'll see you next time here on the Lions Radio Network.